Hello everyone and welcome back. Have you ever thought about what keeps your school, your home, or shop safe when no one is watching? How do security systems know when someone has entered a place they should not be in? How do alarms go off the moment an intruder steps inside? The answer is a burglar alarm system, and today we are going to build one ourselves. Using an Arduino Uno and an IR sensor, we will create a motion detecting alarm. The moment the sensor picks up a movement in front of it, a buzzer will sound the alert, a red LED will flash to show danger, and a green LED will stay on when everything is clear, telling us the system is armed and ready. This project is a hands-on introduction to how real security systems work, the same concept used every day in homes, schools, shops, and offices all around the world. By the end of this video, you will have understood every component, made every connection, and built a working alarm system from scratch. Let's try this. Let's give our full attention to the IR sensor, because this is the component that makes the whole project work. IR stands for infrared. Now, infrared is actually a type of light, but it is completely invisible to human eyes. You cannot see it, I cannot see it, but electronic components can detect it perfectly. If you look at the front face of the IR sensor module, you will spot two small round components side by side. The first one is the IR LED. This is the emitter. It is always sending out a beam of invisible infrared light straight ahead, like a torch that never turns off, but one you can never see with your eyes. The second one is the photodiode. This is the receiver. Its only job is to wait and listen, waiting for that infrared light to bounce back from something. Here is exactly what happens during detection. When nothing is in front of the sensor, the infrared beam goes straight out and disappears. Nothing bounces back. The sensor stays silent. When a person or an object moves into range, the infrared beam hits them and bounces back to the photodiode. The sensor immediately picks this up and sends a signal to the Arduino. A simple idea, but incredibly effective. Now, the IR sensor module has 3 pins at the back. VCC, the power pin. This goes to the 5-volt pin on the Arduino. GND, the ground pin. This goes to the GND on the Arduino. OUT out, the output pin, also written as DO. This is the pin that sends the detection signal to the Arduino. One thing to keep in mind, the IR sensor uses what is called active low logic. This means when it detects something, it sends a low signal. When nothing is detected, it sends high. We will use this in our code. Now we know a sensor inside and out. Time to build the circuit. Before we start wiring, let's take a quick but important look at the remaining components. The buzzer. A buzzer converts electricity into sound. Simple as that. It has 2 legs. The longer one is positive, the shorter one is negative. When the Arduino sends it a high signal, it beeps. When the signal goes low, it goes quiet. The LEDs. LED stands for light emitting diode, a tiny component that glows when current flows through it. Both our LEDs, red and green, have 2 legs. The longer leg is the positive side, called the anode, and the shorter leg is the negative side, called the cathode. Always connect the longer leg to the signal pin and the shorter one to ground. Jumper wires. Available in different varieties, male to male and male to female. For this project, we are using male to male wires to make connections on the breadboard. They are color-coded to help you keep track of which wire goes where. The breadboard. A breadboard is a reusable circuit building board. The holes along each row are connected to each other internally. So when you plug 2 wires into the same row, they are electrically connected. This lets us build complete circuits without any soldering at all. Now that we know every component, let's put this all together. Time to build the circuit. We are going to connect 4 components to the Arduino: the IR sensor, the buzzer, the red LED, and the green LED. Take it one step at a time and follow along carefully. Step 1. Powering the breadboard. First, connect the Arduino to the breadboard power rails. Connect the 5-volt pin of the Arduino to the positive rail of the breadboard. Connect the GND pin of the Arduino to the negative rail of the breadboard. This will provide power to all components throughout the breadboard rails. Step 2. Connecting the IR sensor. Connect the VCC pin of the IR sensor to the positive rail of the breadboard. Connect the GND pin of the IR sensor to the negative rail of the breadboard. Connect the out pin of the IR sensor to the digital pin 2 on the Arduino. This is the line that carries the detection signal to the Arduino. Step 3. Connecting the buzzer. Take the buzzer. The longer leg is positive and the shorter leg is negative. Place the buzzer on the breadboard. Connect the positive pin of the buzzer to digital pin 8 on the Arduino. Connect the negative pin to the negative rail of the breadboard. Step 4. Connecting the red LED. Place the red LED on the breadboard. Connect the longer positive leg of the red LED to digital pin 9 on the Arduino. Connect the shorter negative leg to the negative rail of the breadboard. Step 5. Connecting the green LED. Place the green LED on the breadboard. Connect the longer positive leg of the green LED to digital pin 10 on the Arduino. Connect the shorter negative leg to the negative rail of the breadboard. Now connect the Arduino to your computer. Take a USB cable and connect one end to the Arduino board. Connect the other end to a USB port on your computer. The Arduino will receive power and will be ready to upload and run your code. All 4 components are now connected. Before moving on, here is a quick pin summary to cross-check your work. IR sensor out, pin 2. Buzzer, pin 8. Red LED, pin 9. Green LED, pin 10. All negative legs and GND pins go to Arduino GND. IR sensor VCC goes to Arduino 5V. Go through this list one more time before we move to the code. A correct circuit means a working project. Now that a circuit is ready, let's write the code for the Arduino. We use a software called the Arduino IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. It's the program where we write, check, and upload our code to the Arduino board. In your CS lab, open the menu and find the Arduino IDE. Click New Project and name the project as Burglar Alarm. When it opens, you'll see a blank file. This is called a sketch. Every Arduino program is called a sketch. You'll notice 2 main sections in the sketch. The setup function, this one's once the Arduino starts. The loop function, this one's again and again, continuously as long as the Arduino is powered on. We will now write our code inside these 2 sections. Take a look at the code on the screen. It might look like a lot at first, but the actual idea behind it is very simple. Let me walk you through the 3 main parts. The very top of the code is where we set up our pin numbers and give them names. Instead of trying to remember numbers like pin 2, pin 8, pin 9, we just write IR sensor pin, buzzer pin, red LED pin, green LED pin. Clear names make the code easy to follow. The setup section runs once at the very start. Here we tell the Arduino 2 things: which pins are listening for signals coming in and which pins are sending signals going out. The IR sensor is an input. The buzzer and both LEDs are outputs. There's also one extra thing happening in the setup. The green LED is switched on right away. So the moment the Arduino powers up, green LED comes on. This tells us the alarm system is live and watching. The loop section is where the real action happens, and it runs on repeat, non-stop. The Arduino keeps asking one question over and over. Is the IR sensor detecting anything right now? If the answer is yes, the red LED turns on. The buzzer starts beeping and the green LED goes off. alarm triggered. If the answer is no, the buzzer stays off, the red LED stays dark, and the green LED stays on. All clear. That is the complete logic. Watch, detect, respond. Simple, effective, and it works. You can find the full source code link in the description. Copy it, paste it into your IDE, and you're ready for the next step. The moment we've all been working towards. Let's see if our burglar alarm actually works. Right now, with nothing in front of the sensor, the green LED is on. The buzzer is quiet, the system is armed and standing by. Now watch carefully as I bring my hand slowly into the range of the IR sensor. The instant the sensor picks up my hand, the red LED switches on, the buzzer starts beeping, and the green LED turns off. Our alarm has triggered, exactly the way a real security system would. Now I'll move my hand away, and just like that, the buzzer stops. The red LED goes dark and the green LED comes back on. The system has reset itself and is ready to detect again. No complicated setup, no extra equipment, just a sensor, a microcontroller, and the code we wrote. And it works. Thank you for watching. Keep building, keep learning, and keep experimenting. See you in the next project.